Okay, welcome back to the Adventure Within channel. My name is Andrew Fritz. I'm a clairvoyant, healer, and meditation teacher. And in today's video, I'd like to lead a guided meditation on doing some healing work with the Magician Archetype. Some things that we'll do in this particular video, this guided meditation, and we're going to get grounded. We're going to go ahead and vibrate in the energy of forgiveness, which is kind of the quickest way to release karma and resistance and unwanted energies that you might be holding on to, whether it's conscious or unconscious. And we're going to be focusing on releasing, anything that might say that magic isn't real, anything that might invalidate spirit or just magic, right? Anything that might say that whatever you're trying to manifest is impossible. So we're going to release any of that invalidation or that impossible energy, and I'll guide you through that. And at the very end, kind of start to find more of your energy, especially your personal magic and your personal power. So if that's interesting to you, I recommend finding a quiet space to be in. So if you have to hit pause and do that, go ahead. If not, if you're ready to go, then just find a comfortable seat. And would you have your feet flat on the floor and your legs uncrossed? And whenever you feel ready, would you go ahead and close your eyes and strap in the psychic seatbelt? We're going for a little mini adventure. But a great way to start, I think, a meditation is start to notice, where's your attention? Where is your attention? And your attention can be absolutely anywhere. There's no right or wrong, good or bad. You're just noticing what is. But typically, where your attention is where you are in spirit. And sometimes that can seem very far from your physical body, close to it, or in some part of your body, or just notice where your attention is. And wherever you find it, you don't have to make any adjustments or corrections. Just allow yourself to be there and just recognize that you are spirit, that you are energy, that you are this immortal, limitless, creative, and powerful being. And sometimes being in this world, it is quite easy to um, fall asleep at the wheel. So meditation is always a wonderful reminder of kind of who and what you really truly are, and much, much more. So just notice where you're at. And okay. So if you're spirit, you're definitely not your physical body, but you have a physical body. You have a relationship to it. Would you, from there, say hello to your physical body? Say, hey, body, how's it going down there? Maybe send it a compliment, acknowledge it, validate it. Your body is not your enemy. But your body will work best when it's running on your energy and when you're present. So, would you bring more of your attention and energy to your physical body, specifically bringing your attention behind your eyes all the way to the center of your head? That space just in and around the pineal gland. You bring your attention there. And as you bring your attention there, notice what it's like to be there, because you'll begin to disengage from resistance, effort, and judgment. And it's kind of like entering the eye of a hurricane. And I refer to this point as, well, your kind of calming, neutral, still point as you find the center of your head. And perhaps notice how being in the center of your head is a little different from where your attention was prior. And take a big deep breath in. Exhale. From the center of your head, would you say hello to the base of your spine? Close to it is your first chakra or root chakra, your safety survival center. A chakra is just an energy center. It sends and receives energy and information. Let's notice your first chakra, but really about your basic needs of life: food, shelter, clothing. Vitality and kundalini can be associated with your first chakra, providing for yourself and others. But being open minded, playful, and creative, would you imagine a tree root that begins right at your first chakra, kind of is plugged into your first chakra, and then have the other end of that tree root start to grow and descend beneath your body? And let that root start to descend and root into the earth below you. And depending on kind of where you are, that might be very close to the earth. Sometimes if you're in a high rise, that got a little ways to go for that kind of tree root you're imagining. And just notice what it's like for that tree root to kind of root into the earth. Just notice your body getting grounded. And to take it further, imagine that tree root growing and descending all the way to the center of the earth. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Just however you imagine this is how you imagine it. But what you're creating is a grounding cord, your connection or relationship with the planet. And by getting grounded, perhaps there's more permission to be in present time and also to release unwanted energy. And that's what we'll be doing here in this guided meditation. Now, if you need more time, just hit pause. That's not a problem. But if you feel like you got that tree root going all the way to the center of the earth, the core of the planet, then just have your attention right in the center of your head. Again, that space in and around your pineal gland, that calming, neutral, still point. And take a big, deep breath in. Exhale. And just as you're in the center of your head, just notice what it's like to be grounded. Does this seem new to you, familiar? I tend to notice when I'm ungrounded, it's more difficult for me to manage kind of what I'm dealing with in life, or I might be a little more clumsy. And when I'm very grounded, I tend to notice things calm down a little more, especially when I'm grounded and centered, just the way you are in this moment. Things kind of calm or quiet down. So anytime that you're dealing with something kind of challenging, whether it's small or big, we tend to notice the reactions, and it's easy to get caught up in those reactions and ride those reactions. And those will occur, but one thing you can do is pause, and even just taking a deep breath in, and then you can take a moment to ground your body just the way you did and recenter yourself in the center of your head. And it's kind of like a reset. You get to kind of choose how you want to proceed with whatever you're dealing with instead of getting so caught up in all those reactions. You get to choose how you want to respond. Big deep breath in. Exhale. And next, what we'll do here is would you say hello to the top of your head, your crown chakra, another energy center, the seventh chakra. This is your spiritual center, related to transmediumship, connection to your higher self, to source, your intuitive knowing. Do you notice your crown chakra? And being open minded and playful and creative, would you start to imagine your crown chakra turning the color gold? And yes, you have the ability to do this. This is really where you kind of set the tone. And by turning your crown to gold, which is a high vibration, not the highest, but it is a very high vibration, you're starting to vibrate in the energy of forgiveness, the quickest way to clear karma, resistance, and unwanted energies. And you can just imagine your crown or the top of your head glowing gold. You could, if you get playful and creative with it, you could imagine you like a paintbrush and you're painting the top of your head gold or painting your crown gold. You could imagine a gold bar in your crown and melting and everything turning gold. Whatever works for you. It's meditation is really about finding what works for you and, well, discovering your truth. Just imagine your crown turning gold and beginning to vibrate in this energy of forgiveness so you have more permission to let go, to release. This can happen very fast. If it takes you some time, that's perfectly okay. But this is a high vibration. It's where you still can feel comfortable being present in the body. And just take a big deep breath in. Exhale. Doing great. And just be in the center of your head, again, the space in and around your pineal gland. Your body is grounded, safe. You're centered, vibrating in forgiveness. Now, from the center of your head, I'd like you to start to become aware of the energy field around your physical body, your personal bubble, your personal space. Some call this the aura. This is your reality, what is real for you. But essentially, you do have space that is above your head, beneath your feet and the floor, out in front of your body, behind your body, and to either side of your body, left and right. Now, ideally, that it would be that your physical body is in the center of your aura, and you might kind of notice that. And sometimes it's not. Sometimes it feels like you have more space in one direction and less space in another, or your aura can kind of shift moment to moment and kind of day to day, and everyone's auras are a little different. That's okay. Right now, you're just acknowledging that you have an aura, that you do have space. And if there's any areas where you seem like you have less space or a little more claustrophobic, it's okay. Going to work on releasing some of the energy that's in your space. So you have more permission to occupy your space and be in your body and be present with your magic. Now that you're aware of your personal bubble, your space, your aura, I'd like you to just psychically, spiritually say hello to any energy around your body that might say that, oh, magic isn't real, or that whatever you really want to manifest right now or maybe later in life, whatever it might be, that says that, ah, that's not, well, that's not real, or that's not even possible, that it's impossible. Hmm, okay. So just some invalidations and some lies, some limitations. Would you become aware of any of that energy around you and begin to kind of be like a director and just begin to direct that unwanted energy, that invalidation or limitation energy, and just decide to send it down your grounding. Send it kind of downwards to that tree root so that it gets kind of sent down the tree root and grounded out into the earth below you so that, oh, you don't have to hold on to it anymore. You can give it to the earth, be neutralized, no longer a problem or burden for you. And you're creating more space for yourself and your energy. And that's one component that's really helpful in when you're trying to bring something into your life. That you do need to carve out some space to manifest something. There's no room, then it's challenging for it to come in. So you're creating some space now by letting go any of that limitation or invalidation energy around the body, wherever it might be. You might feel the energy leaving, could hear the energy leaving, see colors draining down your grounding, down your tree root. You might just have a simple knowing that this energy is releasing. However you notice it is perfectly fine. Validate however you're experiencing this for yourself. And then take a big deep breath in. Exhale. Notice where your attention is. Just be right in the center of your head, the space in and around your pineal gland. And become more aware of your physical body. Perhaps do a body scan, maybe from the top of your head going down. And you're just scanning for any tension, any resistance. Again, any energy you're holding in your body that might say magic is not real, or that whatever it is you're trying to manifest is completely impossible. And as you kind of do that scan from the top of your head down into your neck and shoulders and arms to the fingertips, down your chest, stomach, your back, down to your waist, your thighs, your knees, lower legs, ankles, heels, feet, toes. Just become aware of any tension where things feel stuck, any of that limiting or invalidating energy. And you don't have to fight it. You don't have to fight or try to fix it or solve it. It's just you're becoming aware. Because some of this you might have been completely unconscious to. So, a big component of the healing process is becoming aware. And again, spiritually, psychically, just say hello to the energy that's feels kind of stuck in maybe one or multiple parts of your body, and just make the conscious choice to direct that. Again, you're very powerful. Your intention's very powerful, and just decide to direct that negative or unwanted energy wherever in your body, and decide to send it into that tree root, your grounding cord, so that it can kind of get sent into the earth, grounded out, neutralized, and moved out of your body. And that will start to feel like a relief. And whatever you're ready to let go is what you're ready to let go. You don't have to go into effort and trying to move more. Sometimes we're only ready to move a certain amount. That's okay. And again, you're just creating more space for yourself and your energy and your body, and for your energy to flow freely. Big, deep breath in. Exhale. Doing great. Now, would you say hello to your physical heart? This is a vital organ, connection point for one aspect of you as a soul. You could call it your feeling self, very sensitive, powerful part of you, resides in the heart. Just say hello to your physical heart and just this one part of you as a soul, this feeling part of you. And would you give yourself permission to release anything you're holding on to that um, might invalidate magic or spirit or limit your ability to manifest something that you're really wanting to make real? And decide to release any of that limiting or invalidating energy and let it come out of your heart space. And just let it drain out. And just, again, you're directing it down the tree root, down the grounding. You don't have to hold on to this. And as you're grounded and vibrating in forgiveness, this is really you forgiving yourself for holding on to whatever it is you're holding on. And just knowing that as you let this go, you're freeing yourself up. Big deep breath in. Exhale. If you notice there's any struggle with letting go in the heart space, um, one step further we can take, just say hello to your heart again. And I just want you to imagine your heart, the entire heart starting to turn gold. Just the way you imagine your crown chakra turning gold, just start to imagine your entire physical heart turning to the color gold. And would you vibrate the physical heart and this part of your soul that resides there in the energy of forgiveness? And as you bring your heart and this part of you at gold, perhaps more permission to let whatever's ready to release out to drain out. And just validate whatever it is you're letting go. And sometimes that can be emotional. If it is for you, that's okay. If it's not super emotional, that's also okay as well. Big deep breath in. Exhale. Would you begin to say hello to the center of your head? Again, the space in and around your pineal gland. And again, I refer to that as your calming neutral still point. It's a great place to center yourself when you're meditating. Even just if you're, going about your day, you can always decide to, oh, let me pause and kind of recenter myself, to step out of any resistance, any judgment, any effort. But this is also where another part of you as a soul can reside, the more reasoning part of you. So, what I'd like you to imagine, would you imagine the center of your head starting to turn to the color gold? Would you imagine the center of your head turning and kind of just glowing a bright gold color, the energy of forgiveness? Notice what happens when you do that, and then start to give yourself permission to release any energy. Sometimes unconscious energy can be here, but if there's any energy that says magic is not real or whatever you're trying to manifest in your life is totally not real or possible, any of that limiting or invalidating energy, would you let it empty out from the center of your head? Whether it's just a little or a lot or somewhere in between, just let it drain out. And again, you're very powerful. With your awareness, you can direct energy. You can direct this unwanted energy down the tree root, down the grounding. Give it to the earth. And just notice how releasing from the space affects you being in the center of your head. If you notice yourself spacing out, going unconscious, big deep breath in. Exhale. Okay. Just notice your body's grounded, you're safe, centered, you're vibrating in forgiveness. Just notice the aftermath of letting go, releasing some energy, whether it's just a little or quite a bit. Now that you've released unwanted energy, it's time to find your energy. And what I'd like you to do, a very simple way to do this is a couple feet above your head, I'd like you to imagine a big gold sun. Do you imagine a big gold sun above your head, kind of as a symbol of your unique energy as a soul? And what I'd like you to do is say hello to that gold sun. And would you just allow that gold sun to retrieve any of your lost magic that's maybe in the past or even put off in the future, and any of your power that you've put in that's stuck in the past or is put off in the future for whatever reason. And just have that gold sun start to collect up your magic and your power from past and future. And just give that a moment so that that gold sun can absorb more of your magic and power. And if in that process any unwanted energy got brought in, just let the sun burn it out. Just the way a sun would, burn and is hot, just let any unwanted energy just kind of burn out so that you're just kind of totally left with your gold sun, truly your energy, your magic, your power. And just the way a sun would shine, there's a part of you, a higher part of you, we could call the higher self, communicates in light. Well, would you shine your light down all around your body, but you start to fill up your space, your aura, with your light, your magic. Shine it above your head and behind your body, in front of your body, to either side of your body. Start to notice your energy. This is your energy. Shine your light beneath your feet in the floor. You have space down there. You own it with your energy. And then shine a direct beam of light right down your spinal column, into the top of your head and down your spinal column, all the way to the base of your spine, to replenish your 7 major chakras with your light, your truth, your energy, your information, especially your magic and your power. Big deep breath in. Exhale. Would you shine that light of yours from above right down into your physical heart? And would you shine your light right into the center of your head, that space in and around your pineal gland? And just notice that you're grounded, you're centered, and notice what it's like to have more of your energy present, more of your magic and your power reclaimed. What are you going to do with this magic? What are you going to do with your power? What are you ready to manifest in your life? Going to be coming out of meditation here. Take a big deep breath in. Exhale. When you feel ready, go ahead and open your eyes, stretch, come all the way out, and we'll call that a guided meditation. Okay. I hope that was helpful and fun. Um, if there were any areas of that meditation that was challenging, that is completely okay. You've done a lot here in a short period of time, and you can always come back and listen to this recording, and things will get easier and easier over time. You'll release more and more energy. Um, and some of these things are basic tools that I teach in a meditation series. So if you're really interested in this and want to learn more, again, my name's Andrew Fritz, and you can visit our website. It is adventurewithin.co. We have a free meet and greet option. You can also email us. Feel free to check it out. A great starting place. You can always receive a reading or healing from us, but the Adventure Tools series is our basic meditation series, which you just learned some of the techniques from that here. So feel free to check it out. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.